Welcome to the new. Oh, nope. Let's turn that down. Welcome to the new era of Junior and Junior live here on YouTube at the Dogs Maniac Entertainment YouTube channel. That's going to be a mouthful. That's going to be a lot of me getting used to. I'm used to saying you, me, Dogs Maniac. It's a lot of work here, guys, but you're here for the new journey here on this new era with us. It's going to be fun. Before we get into the show, I'm going to just go over some points here. I will send these over to you, Dale, so that you know what we're talking about. Yeah, things. Junior and Junior chaotic show. If you've never watched this before, we can be a little chaotic, but we get it done. And yeah, so we're just going to first go over a little ground rules things, and talk about really just what to look forward to in this new era with us, because things are going to change a lot. A lot of things that we have to do differently that with Twitch we didn't. So it's just going to be a lot of you guys bearing with us and us hopefully being able to produce for you guys and perform on this new platform with a higher potential, because really what happened was we weren't seeing any growth on Twitch, and I had this YouTube channel sitting here. I haven't uploaded in quite a few months, and we got a show here we're trying to grow, so why not bring it to an audience that enjoys a lot of the content that Junior and Junior provides, the news we cover, and just place it here and allow those people to find it. Now, having that higher potential, needing to produce more content, because a higher potential comes with a higher workload. And we hope that viewers benefit from that. What I mean by that is we now have an algorithm here on YouTube to satisfy and keep the eyes on us by pleasing them. What that's going to mean is we're going to need an uptick in content. Currently, ideas I'd like to explore include perfect albums, a weekly show where one of us takes an artist's discography and goes through it and forms the perfect album with all their music. Example could be like Dale could do an episode about Billy Joel. I'm sure he'd love that. Really, it's just we'll just come up with some list of artists we want to do and kind of just swap off. I'll do one week, he'll do the next week, and just keep going back and forth. But that's not it. I also, one that we talked about maybe doing this as the segment on Junior and Junior. I talked to Dale about this. I decided to call it Hold Up, But What If? Where Dale and myself look back on a potential moment in time that didn't turn out and ask the question, but what if? So it's potentially like Ted Williams, Joe DiMaggio trade. Something like that where we go, well, what about if Ted Williams went to the Yankees, Something like that.
Potentially like if Bill Belichick stayed with the Jets,
yeah,
would the Jets be a premier contender in the AFC East?
Yeah, so essentially I would see that being really sports-based, which a lot of the Unity Dogs Maniac content was. So, fits right in with the demographic that's already here. And you kind of start seeing, well, this is why we wanted to move here, yeah.
And even we can do, I think, we were also talking about, I think, possibly doing it with, like, what other thing? Was it movies, like the what ifs with movies, or what?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many potential things you can do. Movies, music, just really things that, anything that at any point, I mean, if we really wanted to, both me and Dale are huge fans of politics and, history and that, and really we could go into what if scenarios with that if we really wanted to. Mm-hmm. I mean, at any point, really, we could also branch out the what if, but what if sports edition, but what if,
Or we could have our own separate show on what ifs, like.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many potential ideas, and really, guys, I hope that this is going to give you content. There's one more thing I wanted to go over, kind of fantasy sports, almost like Sports Center version, but also kind of a reality show. There will be a little, little magic, Hollywood magic behind it. But essentially what we'll do is recap the leagues we play, and we play in multiple leagues together. We play in a football league, a baseball league, a hockey league, and now a WNBA league. So that'll be what...
And a basketball league.
Yeah, we'll have to see about starting a new one there. It would have been fun to cover this year. Team Julia, my team, versus Team
Jules. The backstory behind that.
Yeah, so essentially we had a Julia in our league, and she was in my division. I knew she was going to be my competition. I was right, and so I wanted to get in her head. And I'm Team Julia, and I'm cruising. I got 2 losses. Everyone doubted. Championship coming. No, but like really just recap the leagues we play in. Interviews with managers, a draft day special, and overall coverage of the season from draft to championship. I know we got the WNBA coming up, MLB running at the same time. So we already did our WNBA draft. We're gonna let that marinate a bit. Me and Dale are going to do a voiceover, probably get some interviews with managers, talking about their picks, and just we'll bring that out to you guys a little closer to when the season actually will be, instead of giving you a video now and then you got to wait till May until week 1 of the season, and just make a little more sense out of that. But before that, we should be getting a draft day special on our MLB. So we got that going for us. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, this isn't all of what I have planned either. Junior and junior library will be ever expanding. Dogs Maniac Entertainment Library. See, this is, we're no longer on our own, and I Dale's back with us. You guys didn't see the end of Twitch server. Dale wasn't with us. And you want to know why Dale wasn't with us? He had a dispute with our parent company, Dogs Maniac Entertainment. He said that he wasn't going to be on that Twitch no more. He said, this pull down Twitch, we never get viewers. So he quit the show until we moved. Yep, that's what happened. Yep. Oh, but really...
That Twitch company was very corrupt.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... You don't want to do
useless. Like, and I feel glad that we have a different platform that we can work with, because I felt like the Twitch just wasn't it. Like, yeah. I was looking, I'd hop on Zoom when we were actually like when Jared would talk college hockey. I'd hop on Zoom and watch, and there was hardly anybody in there.
Yeah,
like
so
maybe one person, and that might have been Andrew.
Yeah, so really hopefully with this move, I'll be able to reach out to the subscribers already here and continue to grow a base.
That and the people, I believe it would show up on your recommended if people have watched your highlight videos.
Yeah.
I believe it would show up on the recommended, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's potential to find so many new viewers. It's not like Twitch where we're really, unless you already have a fan base, you're not going to find that following. Because they've gutted their recommended so much. YouTube has a complete homepage dedicated to recommending videos to you. And there's no reason that we couldn't pop up for somebody that's seen my videos in the past. But really, I'm just looking forward to the new content. I know I have a few things mentioned scheduled that I didn't mention there. Yeah, I don't know when this content's going to start. We might want to settle in a bit here on YouTube before we jump into having weekly uploads on a Saturday or on a Tuesday, around these live streams of Junior and Junior. But we will get there. It will be relatively soon. It's not going to be some 2-month wait or something, but maybe a couple weeks. Just to settle in and maybe get a few things recorded to give us a little bit of a cushion so that we can keep recording but stay ahead so that we don't miss an upload for you guys if something goes wrong and we plan to record that week's episode, but we can't do it for some reason. We gotta wait a couple days. Just give us a little bit of a cushion, so we're recording a couple weeks ahead of time instead of for that week. So yeah, we'll figure that out. But really, let's just get into Junior and Junior week 1 here on YouTube. So glad to be saying that. The first thing, Dale, you get to be here for this since we missed last week. We're yet to close the door on the NFL season. We haven't congratulated the Super Bowl champions. So I just want to say congratulations to Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and the entire Kansas City Chiefs organization on winning Super Bowl 57.
Mm-hmm. It was a good match. All game. Good game. I mean, hey, I was correct, though. Didn't I not say Butker would kick the game winner?
Yes, you
I
said...
know the score wasn't right, but Butker would kick the game winner.
Yeah, just give it to him. You did get that part right. You were right on the Chiefs. You were right. Butker would kick the game winner. Dale needs a win. He gets way too many losses here. It's time to give Dale that win. Yep. He blew the NFL picks. He had a huge lead on me. Blew it in the last week. Let me get three points on him to tie it up. So we tied picks. I thought there was no chance I'd win. So let's give him this win here. He got Butker's game winner right, and he got the Chiefs right. I had the Eagles. Was that a biased pick? Probably. I probably did, knew the Chiefs were going to win deep down, but I wanted the Eagles, so yeah, that's how it works. But no, it was a good game. It's probably one of the better Super Bowls we've seen in the last few years. It was close to the end. It wasn't something where a team was up, double digits or anything. Yeah, the Eagles had a good lead at half, but, it came down there in the fourth quarter to really a Butker field goal. It wasn't, a huge lead. It wasn't anything crazy. And that's what you like to see. Now, we posted this on the Instagram, but it's on to the MLB season. And oh boy, training camp already has me excited. I'm sure it's got you excited, Dale. So I can't imagine that feeling when spring training games actually start tomorrow. That soon, tomorrow, we're getting actual games. Rangers, Royals, Mariners, Padres, and the Boston Red Sox taking on the Northeastern Huskies.
I don't ever understand why they're the only team to play a college team.
I know the Phillies did it. I know they've done it before.
But why not have everybody play the college team? Like if Texas, say like the Rangers, why don't they play like...
Yeah, like the Rangers play like whoever's closest. I don't know who exactly is closest to Arlington.
Yeah, like the Brewers, I think it'd be if UW Milwaukee has a team. I don't know if they do.
Yeah, I don't know who is it. It's one team that has a D1 team in the state. I don't know who it is.
It's not Badgers, I know that.
No. But yeah, whoever that one D1 team is, why not play them?
Yeah.
Why not the Rangers play whatever is closest to Arlington? I don't know, be it Texas Tech, Baylor, TCU, whoever it is.
Yeah.
The Royals, I don't know who. I guess they'd have to play Missouri probably. I don't think there'd be anyone else. Mariners could play Washington. The Padres could play San Diego State. Yeah, there's no reason they couldn't. But it seems like it's so rare. Like the Red Sox always play Northeastern, but you only once in a while see another school like that. But yeah, no. I have a perfect transition into college hockey. Speaking of Northeastern, because missing last week actually meant we missed the Beanpot Championship, where the Huskies met Harvard. And there's a reason that we're going to talk about this. Well, first of all, because the Beanpot's awesome. But also, as the thumbnail shows off, it was the kind of affair you like to see out of the Beanpot. With the OT rules, they were really the only downside, which we'll get into. But before we talk OT, we must talk Northeastern tying it at 2 off a Gunnar Wolf Fontaine goal in the third period. Which, of course, come on. It's Gunnar Wolf tying it up because his name is sick as fuck. That is the best name in college hockey. Gunnar Wolf Fontaine. I just love that name. No goals would be found in the overtime period, though, which meant for the first time in Beanpot history, we had a shootout. Northeastern would take the shootout, claiming their 8th Beanpot championship and 4th in a 5-year period. Congratulations to head coach Jerry Keefe and the Huskies on once again being victorious at TD Garden in the best tournament in college hockey. Player of the weekend, I know technically this guy was last week. Yes. Do I care? No. Do you know who my college hockey player of the weekend is, Dale?
No.
We should. With 2 goals to win the Beanpot and the best name in college hockey, forward for Northeastern University, Gunnar Wolf Fontaine. I just want to be able to say his name one more time. Yeah.
It seems like that Gunner is a hockey name through and through.
It really is. And then you put Wolf on the end of it. No, my.
Who Wolf's the dentist dancing?
I don't. I. His like brother's name is like Skylar or something. And Skylar, it's a fine hockey name, but
Oh yeah.
when your brother's name is Gunnar Wolf, you can't compete. And I know like his sister plays hockey. I can't remember her name right now. Which yes, I watch women's college hockey. We could talk about the fact that women's college hockey playoffs are going on right now, but nobody wants to hear about that. I would love to go on about it. I would love to talk about women's college hockey, and we will be talking about women's college hockey when they get to the national tournament. I don't care if people want to hear about that, but it's the national tournament. They're playing for the national title. We will get into that then, but I'm not going to drag on about just conference tourneys right now. Preview and predictions quick. Series of the weekend, I got number 8 Ohio State versus number 1 Minnesota. Ohio State sticking at 8. It's really weird there. I'm going to go with a Minnesota sweep. Number 4 Denver versus number 6 Western Michigan University. Both solid teams. I'm going to actually go with a split there. I believe Denver number 2 or number 1, and Western Michigan's number 3 in the conference. Number 11 Michigan Tech versus number 18 Minnesota State Mankato. Tech sweep. Number 5 St. Cloud State University versus number 13 Omaha. I'm going to go with the St. Cloud sweep, but for UMD, I need a Omaha sweep or the Huskies to win in a shootout. So, upset watch, we got number 37 Northern Michigan versus number 28 Bowling Green. Really, no one cares if this hits as the rankings are so low and both teams need to get that auto bid for any tourney hopes. But despite my hatred for Northern Michigan, they looked great against Ferris State last week. And if they come out like that again, it will not be close whatsoever. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. We really don't know if Northern Michigan will come out like that again, but they absolutely handed it to Ferris State, and if they do that again, they are going to absolutely plow through Bowling Green. But with that, we're going to run a quick ad break. When we come back, we will be talking the last segment of the show. This is going to be a quick show because it's the move over, but we'll be talking Reputation from Taylor Swift to close out the show. All right, guys. See you right back here at the Dogs Maniac Entertainment Studios or whatever. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean,
You're watching Junior and Junior live here on the Dogs Maniac Entertainment YouTube channel. You can also find us on Instagram _Junior and Junior _ and TikTok at Dogs Maniac Entertainment. Without further ado, let's get you guys back into the action. All right, folks, we are back here. We're going to be talking Taylor Swift's Lover. My bad, I said Reputation. Reputation was the last one. Junior and Junior enters the Lover era as it enters its own new era. Today we're taking a look at Taylor Swift's Lover from 2019. So without further ado, let's get into this. Dale, you can start us off.
Jared, you can start us off.
Dale, did you not listen to the album?
I listened to 3 songs. I fell behind. Hey, I'm sorry. I was at work when you texted me.
All right.
Hey, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things here. So.
Yeah, Dale has had like a month off.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell him what album to listen to until last night, so.
Yeah.
Also.
So I apologize, people. I apologize.
Well, what was your favorite song of the 3 you listened to?
Let me pull it up. So I listened to like the first 3 that I saw on Spotify was Forget That You Existed, The Lover, and Cruel Summer. So obviously I feel like it has to be the title track album, Lover.
Okay.
Right?
Of those 3, I'd probably say Cruel Summer is my favorite. But yeah. I mean, like, my whole thing about this is, like, I accidentally said we're talking about Reputation, but this album is quite the fall from Reputation, which was our last review. But, like, don't get me wrong, that's not a bad thing. Lover is a very, very good album. Mm-hmm. But, as people would see if they watch the Twitch, that's not saying much when we're talking about Taylor Swift. I say this every week. Yeah. All of her albums are good. So then, when an album's good, yeah, for another artist, that's a great thing. You're killing it. But for her, it's like, yeah, that's Taylor. So I like this album. It's a very good album. But then, like, the standards are, a dip. Because, like, Reputation, Speak Now, Red, they're just on a different level for me. So the 2 positives I have off the bat, though, for this album is that it's relatively short. It's just a minute over 1 hour, accounting for 16 tracks. And then in that hour, Miss Swift produces 3 of my favorite songs from Girly ever. You got Paper Rings, The Man, London Boy. All 3 I think are just so special in their own ways. Paper Rings and London Boy are catchy bops that you can't help but sing along to. And then you got The Man. It's a song of Taylor speaking the truth. You hear these so often with her name. Why she's so bitchy. All she does is write songs about her exes. On The Man, Taylor finally says enough to all that and buries those narratives by pointing out if she was a man, then she'd be the man. It's just the perfect track. It's on like Taylor said, it's a track that she wanted to write for a long time, and she finally found the lyrics to put to it, and it's just the perfect track. It's that track where it's like kind of like, like fuck you. If I was a man, you wouldn't say anything about the way I act. So I love that track. I think that's the perfect track. That's my favorite song for sure. But London Boy and Paper Rings are good 2 and 3s. Now my least favorite song, as much as I hate to dog on anything from Lover, it's False God, which I know is probably a hot take from me. It seems like one that people like. But for me, it really comes down to an album of amazing tracks. And this one's just so and not really deserving of any praise in comparison to the rest. And that overall would have Lover round out to like a nice 7 out of 10. That would put it 6th place of the 7 albums reviewed of T Swift so far, ahead of only Fearless Taylor's version. That is by far my least favorite Taylor Swift album. And that got a 6 out of 10. So that's not really saying bad things. Next week, Dale, listen up. The tour of the eras of T Swift head down Folklorian Street with Tales Folklore, a new style for Blondie, and one, spoiler, much like most Taylor Swift, I'm a fan of. So we see you guys right back here next week when we review Taylor Swift's Folklore. And yeah, that'll bring a close to our first show here on YouTube. I think that it went pretty well. Really, the only issue was that somebody kept stumbling over his words. But I don't know who that'd be, but we're fine. We'll see you guys back here next Thursday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I almost said Friday. That was our old day. Okay, guys, I didn't just say Friday and no, that's what I've been saying.
We got a long way to go.
Yeah. It's all a lot of getting used to. I also might say that we're on Twitch. It's some stuff getting used to, but we will see you guys right back here. Dogs Maniac Entertainment YouTube channel, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time every Thursday. And if you want to catch some other content, like I said, head over to the Instagram _junior and junior _. We post amazing content over there. We had stuff revolving around the Super Bowl. Because Dale wasn't on the show, we did our Super Bowl predictions on there. We've done an MLB post, top 20 college hockey programs of all time. There's just things that you don't get on this show that we'll post over there, and there's things that we'll start posting over there that are shows we host, maybe, But yeah, just keep up with the content if you aren't already. Subscribe to the channel. This isn't the best content we're going to do, guys. So if you like this content, subscribe for sure. There's going to be much better content. And if this isn't exactly for you, stick around. Still give us a chance. You might enjoy some of our other content. You got to keep in mind, Dale's getting back into the swing of things. I'm not used to this whole YouTube thing. Haven't done it in a while, but yeah, I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy I get to host a show with my best friend and we get to do this. Guys, as I always said on Twitch, I'm going to keep it here. I actually love you guys. You're an amazing YouTube audience. Thank you for following me for the last 7 years here on YouTube as YouTube Dogs Maniac. I'm happy to go into a new era as Dogs Maniac Entertainment with Dale alongside me and whoever else wants to join us on this road. But yes, guys, that's going to be it. And once again, Thursday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Catch us right back here